What is neuroplasticity? The key to rewire your brain. 95% of our lives come from the programs installed in our subconscious mind. That is to say, most of our decisions, actions, emotions, and behaviors are beyond our conscious awareness. We do them pretty automatically. These programs come from a lifetime of repeated thoughts, behaviors, and experiences. Most of them are actually created in the first few years of our life. You see, the human brain is constantly rearranging its connections and creating new ones in response to our interactions with the world. And the more you repeat a thought or an action, the stronger those connections get. Eventually, they become your default setting, your autopilot. Suppose you want to learn how to play guitar. You've never played guitar before, so there are no neural connections in your brain for that. The first time you try your hand at it, it will be difficult and uncomfortable. Your brain isn't used to doing it. You will have to stop and think about where to put your fingers every time you play a chord. But that first time, your brain will create new neural connections, a new pathway related to playing guitar, like a trace left in the field of your brain. As you keep practicing, your brain will go over those connections again and again, and playing guitar will start to get easier. With time and repetition, those traces of neural connections will turn into a trail, then a road, and then into a highway. Playing guitar will become easy and effortless, because there will be a new highway carved in your brain for that behavior. It's more accessible now. You will be able to play pretty automatically without having to calculate every single move.
This ability of the brain to change and rewire itself is what we call neuroplasticity.
The brain not only rewires itself in response to actions, but also to our thoughts. What we think often about the world and about ourselves eventually becomes our beliefs and worldview. So, if you think you're capable and worthy, every time you think that, your brain will carve a neural pathway and reinforces it until it's your default thought about yourself, and you will act accordingly. The same will happen if you think poorly about yourself. It all happens very automatically, unconsciously. Most people have no clue about what their thoughts and beliefs are. That's why change can be so difficult.
This has tremendous consequences for our well-being and quality of life. What we think and do often really matters. It literally shapes your brain and your life. This is why it's crucial that you pay attention to the kind of mindset you're engraving into your brain.
Have you ever felt stuck or like you want to change something in your life, but you keep going back to the same patterns, the same habits? Many of our thoughts and patterns of behavior are created in response to childhood experiences.
They're so engraved in your brain, it can be really hard for us to recognize them and change them.
For example, if you went through a traumatic experiences or grew up in a stressful and unpredictable environment, your brain would have developed mechanisms to survive those situations. But because those mechanisms had to be executed over and over in order to survive, they got carved into your brain and became your go-to behaviors in life, your autopilot. And even when you leave home, or the trauma or the event is far behind you, the brain connections are very much still there. And that is an engraved mindset that can keep you trapped in a loop of negativity, anxiety, and stress. On the other hand, if you had a happy and safe childhood, you probably have a positive view of the world, and your thoughts and behaviors reflect that outlook. Now here's the thing. Depending on your life experiences, those programs might be working in your favor, or they might not.
This is to say, they might be helping you to build the life you want or pushing you away from it.
And do you really want to leave it up to chance?
The good news is that thanks to neuroplasticity, our brain can change.
And unlike any other animal, us humans can train our minds deliberately to create the life that we want. I know the idea of rewiring your brain may sound complicated or intimidating, but I can assure you, you can do it. Here are some of the things you can achieve thanks to neuroplasticity. Break old patterns of thought and behaviors. Create new healthier habits. Manage and reduce stress and anxiety. Recover from trauma. Reduce stress. restlessness and overthinking, deal with insecurities, OCD, and negativity, enhance cognitive skills like memory, attention and focus, build willpower and discipline.
Now, I'm not gonna lie, changing your brain is not something that will happen overnight. It will require consistency, determination, and sitting through initial discomfort of trying something new. But if you get through the initial resistance, you can achieve anything.
How to rewire your brain? There are many science-based tools and exercises to train your brain, and they look more familiar than you might think. Meditation and mindfulness. Meditating literally changes your brain. Meditation has been proved to increase gray matter, calm down the amygdala, which is responsible for the fight or flight response, slow down brain aging, and improve emotional regulation. It produces functional and structural changes in the brain, helping you reframe your thoughts and making you better able to handle difficult situations, not to mention a huge boost in the focus and attention. Breathwork. Breathing exercises help reduce stress, anxiety, depression, and anger, release trauma, and improve sleep. They also increase energy levels and boost the immune system, among other benefits. Embodiment exercises. Activities like yin-ability, mind rest, help release trauma, relieve chronic stress patterns, increase brain volume, improve cognitive skills, increase self-awareness, relax the mind, center attention, and create a mental clarity. Learning a new skill. Although it can be uncomfortable at first, learning something new hugely increases your brain's ability to rewire itself. It can literally be anything: a new language, playing a sport or instrument, cooking, dancing, building furniture, whatever you want. The harder the skill, the stronger the effect on your brain. In this app, we will teach you about how the brain works and how to reprogram your own mind. Physical exercise. Exercise and neuroplasticity go hand in hand. Exercise has been shown to increase gray and white matter in the brain, improve functional connectivity and nerve growth, and trigger biomechanical changes in your brain.
As you can see, there are no magic formulas or complicated exercises. I'm sure you've done some of these things before.
And you can do them again, but this time with more awareness and intention to shape the life you want for yourself.
Remember, what we think about really matters. Whatever you put in your mind today will shape the future quite literally.
Through neuroplasticity exercises, you can deliberately rewire your brain and create lasting positive change in your life. So why not now? Why not now, where you stand? Practice who you want to be. If you want to learn more about neuroplasticity and how to reprogram your mind and creating the life that you want, this is what this app is all about. Creating the life that you want and achieving whatever you want in life.